Hello everyone, my name is Abby and I'm the Young Adult Assistant at the Twin Lakes Library System and I use she, her pronouns. So for Slice of Life this week, I'm actually going to be doing another reading vlog sort of video. And right now I'm actually focusing on some adult fiction. Currently I'm reading Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers, which is a new release and a new book we have in our collection. I'm actually the first person to check it out. But this follows a woman named Grace Porter who just finished her PhD program and she's not really sure what she wants to do, and she also accidentally gets married in Las Vegas to another woman, and she sort of so far is like trying to build a relationship with this person that she's got married to and also figure out what's going on in her life. So I am 104 pages into it and it's 240 pages, so I'm probably going to focus on this tonight. And then I'm also listening to, I'm listening to The Hating Game, but I'm going to show you what it looks like as I like to do. That's what The Hating Game, if it'll go. That's what The Hating Game looks like. And it's a romance novel. I'm actually not really liking it, but I have so very little of it left that I would like to finish it. So maybe I'll finish that today. But yeah, I'm going to take you on a couple days of reading, and then if I finish this and I finish this book, I'm going to start Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse, which it actually is another, I think it's the on the most recent list of Alex Awards, which is, I talked about a few weeks back, I think, or maybe it was a couple months, which are adult books that could be read by a YA audience, and I know nothing about this except that it's set in like a pre-Columbian, like Columbian time, like pre-Columbus conquer colonization timeline, so sounds really interesting, and I'm excited. I've actually heard really good things about this one, so I'm pretty sure I'll finish Honey Girl tonight because it's very short and I really love it so far, so I'll keep you updated. But yeah, I'm excited to do another one of these, so I will talk to you again later. Bye! Hello everyone, it is the next day. I finished The Hating Game last night. I finished listening to it on audio. I gave it a 2-star rating. Did not really like it. It's a very popular, like, office romance for the adult romance genre, so I'm actually surprised I didn't like it because it's, like I said, very popular. But, you know, sometimes things work for certain people and sometimes things don't. I read a little bit more of Honey Girl last night. I'm on page, I think, 130 something, 134, 135. I'm really loving that book. I'll probably give that one a 5-star. I'm excited to finish it. I hope to finish it today. It did make me cry last night, so I didn't want to film anymore because I was crying, but very good book. And then I started listening to When No One Is Watching. I believe that's by Alyssa Cole. It's another audiobook. We have it on Libby. So far so good. It's supposed to be a thriller, and it's sort of talking about gentrification and racism and things that are going on in there. So it's been interesting. I'm only like 23% of the way through. We've established our two main narrators because it's two different perspectives. So we follow one woman named Sydney, and we follow a man named Theo who's just moved into the neighborhood. So yeah, I'm really interested in that one. I have friends who really like that one, so I'm hoping that one's good. But yeah, so I'll update you again later about what I've read, and yeah, bye. Hello everyone. This is the next day. I didn't check in yesterday because I was bad and got distracted, but I actually listened mostly to When No One Is Watching, the audiobook that I mentioned I had started. I'm 87% of the way through. I really like it. It's very scary. I don't normally get scared or like freaked out by books, but I'm getting scared by this book. I wouldn't recommend it for teens, but I would say it's good for like adult readers who are into thrillers, or maybe like college students who are into thrillers. But yeah, and then I think I got a little bit further into Honey Girl. Where was I at? I think I'm on page like 150 something. I would like to finish that today, and I'll do more updates today because I'm not as busy today. But I will probably finish this while I am at work today, and then maybe say how I felt about the end. I have an hour left essentially, but I listened to it at times 2 speed, so I really only have like 30 minutes left. It's like, I'm trying to figure out how to just, sorry, that's the cat. Maybe like Get Out, the Jordan Peele movie, I think is the the best representation of what this is like. Talks about a lot of issues like racism and gentrification, and sorry, she's walking on my keyboard. But does so in the manner of a thriller, which is really interesting. Like I said, not necessarily something I would recommend to YA audiences, but I do think it's a good adult read, adult thriller. I'm just gonna have a cameo of Zero, that's her name, in this. But I think it really has captured my attention, and like the tension has been sort of building up, and really now is when we're feeling everything. I think the two conflicting narrators are really interesting. You're following a long-term Black resident of the neighborhood, and you're following a new white resident of the neighborhood. So very different perspectives and how they feel about the issue, and sort of realizing. So I've enjoyed that. I felt like I have been learning while reading, because there is like history sort of thrown into this, and sort of a history of racism and colonization and the way that white people have treated people of color throughout history. Because she's our main character, Sydney. She wants to give like a historically accurate tour, because she went on like a historic brownstone tour just to see what is being told to people, but they're really only talking about like rich white house owners, and not the people that the community is now made up of, which is predominantly people of color, and just the history of it and how it came to be the way it is. So she wants to do that, so she's finding out a lot of different information. She just wants to be up here right now. So I feel like you're learning some stuff while also getting a fictional thriller story. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I will definitely finish it today. It's only taking me a day to read, essentially. And then hopefully I will finish Honey Girl. I think that book probably wouldn't be too, from what I've read so far, it wouldn't be too graphic for YA readers. Definitely more mature YA readers. But if you read like Throne of Glass and Sadie and The Project, like Dabney talked about in their video last week, I think. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm just gonna hold her until I finish. Then you probably would be okay to read this one so far. I'll definitely do an update once I finish, to be clear about that, but I'm pretty sure you'd be safe with the content that's in it. There's some swearing, there's some mention of sexual interaction, but for the most part it's not anything that I haven't seen in other YA books that are actually classified as YA. I think predominantly the reason it's listed as an adult book is because you're following someone who's 30 or almost 30, but the things that she's going through, because she just finished her PhD program, and she's feeling really lost, and as someone who has graduated college, and I graduated early, so I had some time off, I've sort of felt some of the things that she's feeling, so I do think it would be applicable for people who are younger but are similar situation, and just seeing it written kind of works. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. Hopefully I will finish Honey Girl. I will do more updates today though, so yeah, talk to you again later. Hello everyone.
So I just finished listening to When No One Is Watching. Oh my gosh, that's an incredible book. Like I said, I really don't recommend it for younger audiences because it's very, very intense. But it was so good. I definitely think like Get Out really encompasses the vibes of this book. Wow. I finished this audiobook really fast too. I finished it in a day, or like over a 24-hour period. Wow. It was very intense at the end. If you're looking for an intense thriller, I definitely think that this is a good one. Yeah, I have to read more thrillers. That's what I'm realizing, and everything that Alyssa Cole ever writes again in her life. So I'm about to start reading Honey Girl. It's kind of like a calm down, but definitely gave When No One Is Watching a 5 out of 5 stars. Also, if you are interested in reading it and you're an adult fiction reader, this is on Libby. The audiobook is on Libby, so just so you know. We might also have it in our physical collection. I'll check just to double check, but I watched it on Libby. Yeah, so talk to you again later.
Hello everyone, this is kind of my outro or conclusion. So I did a little bit more reading last night. I didn't finish Honey Girl actually, but I did get more, like, farther into it. I'm on page 194 out of, like, I think it says 240 on Goodreads, but I do think this is going to be, like, a new favorite book of all time. I really love it. I'm just taking it really slow because I don't want it to end. And then after I finished When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole, I actually started listening to Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I don't know why, I was just in the mood to do that, so that's what I did. So yeah, so that's what I've been reading this week. Like I said, I finished 2 books, I think, in the span of me doing this, which was The Hating Game and When No One Is Watching. Really liked When No One Was Watching. I did not really like The Hating Game. But you know, that happens sometimes. So I hope to finish up everything I'm reading by the end of the actual week. But this is where I'm going to leave you all off, and thank you for joining me this week and following my reading.